Mzansi. Welcome back to Siyavusana Podcast and Chill, the place where we wake up South Africans. Today, we've got a man who's worn many hats. He's been the founder of eHerbs, and he's now one of the voices speaking up on the social matters that affects us in the streets and in our homes. Namhlanje sibingelela Mr. Mhlongo. Mr. Mhlongo, welcome to the Podcast and Chill.
Ngiyabingelela. Ngiyabonga ukuba nani.
Baba, before we go deep, just tell us about your journey at eHerbs. Just tell us what sparked that, like your journey from eHerbs to podcast. What made you say, let me start Siyavusana Podcast and Chill?
eHerbs, it came as a gift where I've developed interest in how to heal people. I didn't know what it was, but ubaba wangisiza, ubaba Majola sadlula emhlabeni. May his soul rest in peace. Ubaba Majola inspired me sikwenye gathering uthendo. Ufuna ukuze la ngifundise indlela yokuphila. Ngithi ubaba wakhetha mina wathi hayi no, ngiyakubona nje ukuthi uyindoda efocus. So he told me uzongifundisa what to eat, how to put together herbs and all that. And then as I'm practicing it, kwase ngivele into zabantu through esontweni Taiwan. You're a spiritual person. Yasingikhumbuza emuva ukuthi vele mina ngisakhula nje ngangihlala ngiyi-one. And when I'm alone, I question everything. I mean, I don't eat noma yini phambi kwami. Something tells me don't eat this.
Right.
Ngisho umuthi umuntu anginika umuthi inyanga, not this one, but this one.
Yeah.
So I developed that ke mase ngiqala ke ngithi ake ngenze indlela yokuphilisa abantu. While I'm doing that, I realized a lot of scammers abayibiza ngenyanga, which is painful. But they just mix things without knowing izofika umuntu isebenze kanjani. And our blood types are not the same. So into ephilise wena nangaphilisi mina.
Yeah,
into poison kuwena kumele be medicine. So it has taken this long ukuthi sikwazi ukuyifaka eHerbs market. But if you tell umuntu the truth, kube ngathi kuyena uqamba amanga or awufuni ukumsiza, yabo.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like isibonelo market phethwe ikhanda. Angizokulapha ikhanda. Xa ngibuza imibuzo eminingi. Then from there I pick up what causes the headache or a migraine. Then I go into what causes it. It takes long, so people tend to say, hey, nafuna my quick fix, nawenza ama chemical. So that's how I started ukwenza eHerbs. Kahle I'm a herbalist.
Wow. That's amazing. And I also liked when you said your journey started with a simple man who saw potential in you. Would you say it takes a village to raise a child?
It is, but that man, as I said, even now, he was my mentor.
Wow.
Not only on herbs, he was gifted. You can ask him anything, he will give you an answer.
Oh.
He did homeopathy in Russia at the time. No, in Germany. That's where he studied. But he was like a layman. If you meet him, you only hear when you interact now, man, this is gold. That's why he passed it on to me. And I feel very spiritual ready. And then it became easier.
Wow. If ungachazela nje umuntu ongazi, what inspired you to start Siyavusana Podcast and Chill? And what's that one thing you want every listener osekhaya ukuthi aphumela ku-podcast ezwile on each episode?
I used to work for government, for education, as a campus principal or so-called campus manager. So there I interact with the students, SRC, staff. So I had a time to speak to people, whether advising or whatever the case is. So after saying Pumid, then I felt there's a gap. I'm not a churchgoer, so there's no way I can impact my knowledge or whatever I know. The way to share it is through a podcast. That's how Siyavusana came into being. Because sitting at home, seeing things happening, and then as Siyavusana, you are working in people.
Yeah.
Whatever you hear is not true. Like in current situation, listen to social media, someone will say, wake up in the morning, eat grass, and then it will trend. Everybody say, hey, if you're eating grass. So that is the problem. I said, no, let me have this so that I'll be able to open people's mind. We're not teaching here. We're just saying, wake up.
Yeah. You
might have heard what your grandmother told you, but you ignored it. Because now we are living this, we call it modern life. There's nothing modern in life. Life was like this thousands of years ago. But our bodies have never changed since God created us. So this is how ubuwena came into being. To say, let's share the knowledge. We are awakening what you heard from your grandmother, or whoever the case is. And then we're mixing it with the current situation where we eat. But what do we eat now? We're eating food that has been chemicalized. Our food now is normal. We used to say, if you eat 1 apple a day, it will chase away the doctor. Today you must eat 10 apples because the apple itself is no more the same apple before. So this is how we're saying, wake up. It is still there, but you have to increase the quantity and know also what to eat and what not to eat. So that's how ubuwena came.
Oh, that's very interesting. I love when you put in the element of ubuwena, where you awaken South Africans. Would you tell a South African, Uguti, whatever business leads you to success, or whatever you decide to venture into in future, is part of ama beliefs akho, how you were raised and how you were equipped to see life?
Yeah, the difficult part, especially nowadays, I'll put it that way, we are 90% aware of what is happening to other people.
True.
Other than ourselves.
Yes.
That is creating a problem now, because you know more what the celebrity does, what he eats, where he likes to go, but you've ignored yourself.
Yeah.
So this is where we're saying, you are you. You are the whole, or a human being that needs to follow what ticks. So this is why most of us now, we find ourselves lost. Like you look at the township, everyone started business of car wash. But someone's got a better idea because he saw Mandla's car wash busy. He doesn't know whether he's making money or not. He just saw them busy. So that's what has affected us as human beings, to say we're not living our lives, but we're living external lives.
Yeah.
But especially now with the social media in place. Social media will tell you, wake up in the morning, don't pray, kneeling, stand up. And then everybody seems to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the worst thing is, if I tell you, say you are my child, I'm teaching you about life. Don't drink water while walking or standing. You take it light, but once you see it in the social media, then you come and tell me.
This is true.
It happens, yeah. They know so much, but sometimes they'll come and tell me something that is basic. I said, but please, we've spoken about this. Why now? You see what I'm saying? So that's what happens in life.
It's interesting ukuthi impilo is indlela eseyishintshe ngayo. I wanna go back a bit into the part where you're saying ukuthi it's so much easier to live an external life. That part, it also makes me reflect. It's so much easier to tell people what to do while you don't do it yourself. It's so much easier to delegate tasks than actually be able to complete tasks on your own. How would you say in this modern age with social media, how has it been affecting the newer generation as you are older than them? You're able to see them grow.
I would say that the main thing, whatever that you are seeing on social media, don't consume it as is. Some things are there to help you to navigate. But ask yourself first. That's why what people they say in English, I'll sleep over it. When you hear something you could no answer, don't try and answer to be smart. Just let it go. Maybe after a day or 2 or 3 days, the answer will come on its own.
True.
Because you are being. But if you're trying to impress people by responding immediately, that will create a problem. So you hear whatever they're saying, you sit down and analyze it yourself without rushing to the answer.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll be sleeping, the dream will come through. And then now you start interacting with yourself. Because the worst thing, Bandos, is that people know themselves as, I ask you, what's your name? But I'm saying, no, this is you. This is your name. Who are you? It becomes a problem.
And then people start listing things about themselves. Maybe I'm kind.
No.
I'm patient.
No. That's not you.
That's not you.
It's either the way you were groomed as growing up.
Yes.
You must respect. But a child who's highly spiritual will respect older people to an extent.
Yes.
when an older person is coming with a wrong motive, the child will just open up.
Yes.
And then you have umzali uyashaya umntwana. Why umhluphe umkhulu? Umkhulu ngcolile. Ingane is picking up.
Yes.
But umkhulu is not right.
Yes.
So that's what happens.
Yeah, it does happen.
Umntwana omncane ekhaya kufika abantu bamdlalise kufike mina ngithi ngamthatha ikhali ingane. Hawu akamfuni. Isenza.
Yes, the spirituality.
Yes. So ukuthi singobani, no one can tell you.
Yeah.
Funeka wena uhlale phansi every on time. iBhayibheli khona indawo bathi uNkulunkulu wadamula isifazane bethi indoda kufanele ibe yodwa. Futhi ukuba alone nokuba lonely into embili engafani.
Yeah. Sure.
Because if you are alone, you are choosing to be with yourself. But if you're lonely, you are eager to go somewhere, you want someone to phone you for recognition, then you become lonely. So those are the things we are going to work along with your side. No. If you are comfortable sitting alone, let it be. Someone wants to talk to you, the higher being. But if you are trying to be alone because that is loneliness. So those are the things that we try to especially to the young people, because we tend to say we know everything.
Yeah.
For instance, ngesizulu kuthiwa umuntu omdala akabuzwa. And then ingane zesifu sebelungweni. Bese zibuya zithi umkhulu why uthi awubuzwa, tell me. I'm protecting umdala. Because ukuthi umdala doesn't mean you know everything.
Yeah.
So that is the problem. Where into ifundiswa abantu abadala, when you are question, it's a Western way of doing things.
Yes.
But for the West it's easy, because remember the West, they document things. So if ubuza umlungu ose Cape Town ukuthi what is HIV, uzokunika answer. Ubuza umlungu phesheya akunika answer efana. But mabuza mina la ngiseThekwini, ubuza umZulu ohlala kwaNongoma, you might have two different answers. That is why we were saying umuntu omdala akabuzwa. I'm sure in your family you got people who but mandla ayimyekeni. No, umhlala ebhedela. So icabanga ingane izobuza umuntu obhedala. Uzovela igaya poison. So I'm saying to young people, sometimes ukuthi ufuna into ubutshela ukuthi no, don't go there.
Yeah.
You insist, it is a problem.
There's that natural element in all humans. We're all born with it, the curiosity in a child. How do you think ukuthi ukutshela umntwana ukuthi ungambuzi umuntu ukuthi into ofuna ukumbuza yona, it affects them psychologically, and how they embrace it growing up, ukuthi in rooms they don't feel confident to ask questions because they were told do not ask certain questions, do not ask too much, do not do this. So they grow up to be people who need personal development more than other races. They grow up to be people who are not confident enough to speak up for themselves. How do you think all of the, maybe let's say mistakes or the lessons are taught by Black communities, Black parents to their children specifically, how does it affect them as they grow up to be the new adults? Because we have a new generation of adults.
It will affect them, but if the parents are aware of what they're saying.
Yes.
I'll give an example, just it's the topic of another day. A child from 0 to 6
Yes.
has got limitations.
Yes.
For instance, umntwana from 0 to 6, lo mntwana kufuneka ahlukane nomzali wakhe, umma wakhe, special. Even ubaba ngangabikho, but the mother must always be there.
Yes, true.
Right? You 6 to 12. Umntwana start to recognize umkhulu endlini, and all those things. Komakhelwane komhlongo. This is natural.
Yes.
And then 12 to 18. And then I start to say, mhlambe intombazane developing, umfana taibo, what pubic hair and all that thing. So he's experiencing life. So life happens to you natural.
Yes.
Without us bombarding you. This is why today young people they are getting away with things they call stage. Urban is misbehaving. How's a stage?
Yes.
It has been normalized.
Yes, as an excuse.
Stage, right? And then like we go to church from young age. And then when he turns 18, then he start asking questions.
Yes.
That's where you come in. To say, no, this is done because of 1, 2, 3. This was introduced because of 1, 2, 3. So don't say man. Not a 10-year-old come and asking you a question and then you try to answer back. Remember, this other race, Abase West, abana culture, abana ubuntu.
Yes.
What person does not have ubuntu?
Yes, those are our
But
principles.
so it is our thing. So that's why I'm saying we copy too much. When I do research, I feel bad that every time when they teaching people, they will quote other race. Like they talk about Christianity, they talk about Hinduism, talk about Islam, but nothing about us.
Yes.
Whereas we gave birth to all these people. It is because of our mindset as elders, where we don't teach our young one to say, you are better than them, or you are at the same level. Umntwana endaweni ohluphekayo afike endaweni la kubuswa khona abe intimidated, but you're not smarter than this one.
Yes.
Ozalwa yimina ngimspoilile. So this thing of questioning, I was a lecturer before. Umntwana ubuye eMalti maybe classing or a workshop, whatever the case is, it's got a lot to say. When it comes to the actual doing the work, there is mathematics. This is a test, bottom law, but I know my rights. So
Yes.
that is where they are confusing our youth to say they know their rights, but in doing that, they get affected. So in doing that, they get affected because they know more of their rights than actually doing the actual work. You must remember, Umhlaba does not pay for what you say.
Yes.
They only pay for what you
They say
do.
talk is cheap.
That's it. We pay you for what you do with what you know. But if you know too much of your rights, that is why today we've got abantwana bane freedom. And if freedom and accountability is like that. You are free to do whatever you want to do.
True.
But you are not responsible enough to say, here are the consequences of what I'm doing.
actions.
Yeah. So when I teach young people, I say, you want to live your life, it's fine. But you say, young boy or girl, I said, you want to go out there on the street and do whatever you want, sleep around, that's fine. But you must know, as you're doing that, when the HIV hits, you must know the consequences.
Yeah.
And then if my child say, hey, now dad, I want to come home at 11, I say, okay, go, don't come back. One day, because it's going to wake up. But the problem we're doing, Tina, as current people is, umntana mangifuni ahluphe. Umntana mangifuni angakutholi lokho mina engakuthola. Instead of saying umntana ngifuna ukumfundisa
Yes.
lokho engakufundiswa.
Yes.
Because there are consequences in everything.
Yeah, that's deep, eh?
So that is what happens to us now as Africans. We've thrown away all our belief system because we tend to say we are westernized or we are civilized.
Yes.
There's a book called Nile River Civilization. I would like someone to read that one and see who taught who in the real world.
Yes.
As it is now, it's like other race are the ones who are teaching us. So that is a dilemma we find ourselves. So this thing of saying it goes a long way. There's a time where ready. Then you can ask questions. There are times where you play along until he finds out. If one be so at 18, hey, but Baba, Jesus died for us. Now we can start engaging.
Yes.
But if it's 12, no, okay, that's what they say.
That's a very deep question, and I have so much to ask, and I have so much to say, but it is kind of a really complex topic on its own.
You can do it on its own, yeah.
Let's do it some other time.
Oh,
I would
sure.
really like to engage more because I think our youth, they really need to understand ukuthi not yet does not mean no.
Never.
Yes.
You are not ready now.
Yes,
so
not now. Even God says not now.
That is why
Not now.
God will give you money once you mature enough.
Yes.
It was when we were young, I'm going to mess it up.
You can be a 50-year-old and still be where you were when you were 20 because God keeps on making you cycle around. He's saying not
That's
now.
it.
He's not saying never. He's just saying change this. Not
Because
now.
you're not ready.
Mbukeli weSiyavusana podcast and chill. Sisaya Equifing. You can grab your water, your snack, and we will be back shortly. Welcome back, Mbukeli. I hope you're comfy because we're about to dig deeper into this topic. So let's get real for a second. When you look at South Africa right now, what's your gut telling you?
It's difficult. Sesitophe kakhulu impilo nje. We're a country on paper.
True.
Asinamthetho. Asinalutho nje. Asinama leaders who can guide us. Something happens, someone come and say, do this. No. We're all going with the flow. We've become a country where we debate without doing anything. So the state of our country, ayichazeki, absence of leaders. Anyone who's got a voice, uyalalela. Ngaba through social media. Like currently now, what is happening? What people are doing was supposed to be done by the government. From when we took over in 1994, the controls were in place. So as was swift now, how did it happen? Where did we lose it? How did we get here? We just open for anyone to come. And then the citizens voice their concerns, but they see someone staying in Mhlanga Rocks is not affected by foreigners. Instead, is benefiting. We've got companies when they do the tender system. The budget is saying 50 million, but one company can come in 38 million because it knows it's not going to be paying the going rates. Even that is a failure of the government, because the government must protect its citizens against poverty, sicknesses, inflation by foreign people, protect us against food fixing, pricing, and all that. But the government is not doing that. And then people who are taking things into their own hands, they become victims. They are labeled. Because even xenophobia, we are the most accommodating nation in the world, if I'm not mistaken. Because people come in, we allow them to live with us. And then when they start showing their colors, this is where the problem is. We've accepted these people coming in, but while they are with us, they become arrogant. They disrespect our laws. We've got friends. Some are in business from outside. They ask a question. One of them asked me, said, hey, why Mr. Mhlongo, Indians hate you guys so much? I couldn't believe it. I'm asked by a foreigner who owns buildings now in town. He said to me, if you want buildings, I'll go, don't come with me, I'll go there, bid for you. You see, that person is undermining me. You see, I'm a businessman, but I'm feeling, how come? And it's true. You go to the auction when they're selling buildings. Once they see you are South African, the price will shoot up. That is how bad things are. But those who are in comfortable places, they will say xenophobia, Afrophobia, whatever the case is. And it is amazing because other countries in the continent are blaming people for saying, go home and come back with papers. You go to Mozambique, you can't.
True.
Police can stop you on the road and say, hey, who are you? Show us your paper.
Rightfully.
Yeah. If you don't, they lock you up. But here we're expected to just smile, let everyone goes. It started a long time ago. I used to play football professionally. We had a quota system. You can't field more than 3 foreigners. But today, the whole team can be foreigners. This thing is not because it's been a long time. Remember, there was a time truck drivers were complaining. They banned trucks. The government did not listen. You know why they're not listening? Because they are beneficiaries. They are benefiting. How are they benefiting? The officials, let's say police, they're not involved in selling drugs. But when they know drugs are sold in this house, they'll go there to crack down. But they'll be given money and keep quiet. You earn 20,000 rand, and then you go to different places where they sell drugs owned by these people. You earn another 20,000. So which means your salary now is 40,000.
Honest.
Yes. So when we talk about the government, we don't talk about the presidents or ministers. Anyone who's employed by the government represents the government. So this thing of talking about xenophobia is an insult, which is also understandable because to be educated, it doesn't mean you are wise. There are so many educated fools, but they focus on what they think, and then from there, they think they can talk whatever they want. On television, we have never called someone and give time to say, you stay Wamashu, tell us about it. No, they'll just interview you on the road. Yeah, these people must go. They must take someone to spend half an hour to say how this has affected you. But they don't do that. Instead, they call people who are educated, who are sitting very comfortable, try to make sense, leaving the ones who are really affected. So that is the problem that we are facing right now.
So from what you're saying, Babu Mhlongo, I would say, what I'm picking up, what you're saying, we're being oppressed with an illusion of freedom.
There you are. We are. Other races, when they said freedom, they started capitalizing.
Yes.
On what was available.
On what freedom is.
The white people were very poor. They had a spaza shop here, there, struggling. After 94, we have created so many millionaires, even billionaires of other races, because the labor laws have been loosened. The person will employ you and pay whatever he wants, and then he maximizes profit. But among the black people, none of us have made that to be possible. Tender system came in. It depends who you know in tender system.
Yes.
You go, there's a building coming up in the area, you go there looking for employment, not a job. You want to be part of the project.
Yes.
They will tell you, if you want to be part of the project, go and speak to the councillor. Imagine a councillor interviewing you about work. You are a businessman,
so he knows nothing
but you are talking to a councillor who will say to you, okay, leave your profile. Doesn't even know what a profile looks like. At the end of the day,
it doesn't care.
It doesn't care. Whoever comes with cash, if I'm telling business, I don't have money. You rather say to me, okay, I've got interest here, go work, give me this afterwards. But you give to other race who will come up front with money. The same thing they do with the spaza shops.
Yes.
The spaza shops, they are given groceries free to fill up their spaza shops. And they start selling.
Yeah.
But if I come as Muslim say, please, certain shop, especially Indians, the Muslims are the worst.
Yes.
They cannot give me nothing, but they feel comfortable of giving the foreigners. So now it is perceived as if they are better than us.
Why is it that you think they feel much more comfortable giving to the foreigners than South Africans, aside from benefiting themselves monetarily?
The reason they do that, remember, foreigners are not a threat to them.
Yeah.
Because even if they exploit them, they cannot report them.
Yeah.
So that is why they are comfortable to speak to them. They can say whatever they want.
They're much more comfortable in making them work minimum.
And also, the foreigners are very loyal to them. You go to a mall, car guards. If I'm coming in with my car, they look at you, they look the other way. They'll only know you when you're pulling out to say, call you.
Yes.
But when you're going in there and you see it, another race comes in, they'll jump.
Yeah, true.
Even if you're coming in, they'll take plastic bags to fit in
South
there.
Africa.
This is a problem. For us, we are nothing to them. And they're saying it. They say you're lazy and all that. That's an inside, which the government is not listening. Instead, they're busy playing diplomatic ties with other countries. We don't need that. Just say, this is my territory, I'm protecting it. Because it's happening throughout the continent.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest problem why they choose foreigners, but they got no voice. A foreigner can work around the clock. He's got no family to go back to.
Yeah.
If I got a job, 5 o'clock I must go home. For them, they've got a job. Sometimes they stay in the flats where they're sleeping shifts. Someone work at night, comes in the morning, and then they sleep, the other one goes out. A house is supposed to accommodate 1 by 4. You'll find them there 10.
Yeah.
But their sleeping pattern is different. So when they do that, right now, as people are living,
the
other race are suffering.
Yes,
there's no rent. We've got, what they call this, parking lots. Those places where we used to go and park in the park. It's been converted into factories. People are sewing there, the foreigners.
Yes.
So now who's making money are these ones.
Yeah.
Because there are no laws in our country. That is our biggest problem.
And I've been hearing the word laziness. Now that you're speaking about it, they've been profiling South African as lazy, don't want to work. What do you think is the motivation behind that word laziness, and how do you think we ended up there as South Africans to be labeled lazy in our own country? It's like being labeled lazy in your own house by your guest.
What is surprising, when they came here, the buildings were standing. Who put up those buildings? Who was working there? Because they come in now, even if I want to extend my house, I got a code from a foreigner and a code from a legitimate builder.
Yes.
I will go for the foreigner because it's cheap.
Cheaper.
Yes, it's cheaper.
Where are they getting the cheaper things, cheaper material, cheaper supply?
The material may not be cheaper, but the labor is cheaper. But the biggest cost in business is labor. The labor is cheap. They might buy the material similar, and remember, their material will be cheap because it's not SABS approved. Chinese came here with wires. Those wires you can't use in a formal building.
Yes.
But in a spaza buildings, you use the same wires. The wire that says 800 rand per 100 meters, you go to the Chinese, they give you for 200. So that guy cannot compete.
Cannot.
Yes, that's what happens. But those who have involved, those people who are so eager to work, because they say we are lazy, they put a tile in your house. In 6 months' time, those tiles will be telling you it was not done properly.
Yeah.
They are not that good.
Yeah.
They are just jack of all trades. They paint, they do electrical, they do everything. Because there's nothing to compare to. Electrician comes in, is earning 140 rand an hour. This guy will come and say, I'll do this for you, 25 rand. So where are you going to go? The people must be protected by the government. This is where the failures are.
Ish.
In other places, it's worse in KZN. If the company say, build a house, 40,000, and you coming in a tender for 27,000, they don't give you. They used not to give you because it's below the estimated cost.
Yeah.
And then you 27,000, others are 40, 50, but now the companies will go for the cheaper ones.
Yes.
That's our biggest problem. Which is now, those who are in power, because in the absence of the leaders, are not seeing the root cause.
Yes.
They're just making noise there. It's so embarrassing as you see people going. It's painful. This is winter, they're sitting by the street, but sometimes we have to be harsh
To be kind.
to get things going. Yes. Because if these people were living with us, obeying the laws,
Yes.
but because there are no laws.
I actually wanted to get there. Uguti, the problem in South Africa, is it the foreigners or is it the excessive amount of illegal immigrants that were not recorded anywhere in South Africa? There's someone who can commit a crime and leave fingerprints. You cannot find them because they are not in the system. So do you think it is the root cause of so much crime in South Africa? I've been hearing rapes, crime, theft everywhere. There's evidence, there's witnesses, there's everything, but no arrest.
Yeah, it's difficult to arrest a person with no fingerprints. Like when you got a child, it must be registered, get the ID and all that. But that is enforced on us,
Yes,
South
Africans.
And the government is taking soldiers to go to Cape Town, rather than taking soldiers to go and guide us against the people who are coming in. If you got papers, by all means come in.
Yes.
And then you are inside here without papers. Next time I see you got a shop, where did you get a license? How did you apply for the shop if you don't have an ID? The asylum seekers are people who come here because there are wars in their country.
Yes.
But most of the people who are here, there are no wars.
There are no wars in their country.
They're just saying, looking for a better
grass.
life, and that's it.
Yes.
And we allow that to happen.
And it's okay for people to come into South Africa wanting to use their skills, wanting to contribute to the economy, wanting to build or start a life. It becomes a problem when those people start doing things in opposite direction. And most of the people who were accused of having illegal documents, these are the same people who are saying it's so hard to get into South Africa. There's like no proper structure into obtaining your visas, so that's why they prefer doing it the illegal way, of which South African officials help them to do it the illegal way. What's your opinion on that?
Firstly, the papers must be done with border gate.
Yes.
But in South Africa, you come in first and then
do it later.
So it's difficult to control.
You might be tired.
And it was done deliberately, which means the officials, they knew what they were doing. They can bluff us to say they are in control.
Yes.
Control means you're coming in, okay, let us vet you and give you everything.
Yes.
Right? For these people who are living now, they say they're possessing skill. Which skills? Parking cars, that is skill.
Selling on tech shops.
Is that a skill?
And they make millions out of selling on streets. They're saying they're street vendors. What skills are they contributing?
And the worst thing, the same government, they say a person is from Malawi.
Yes.
He's got a family there. He will work here. Immediately when he gets paid, he takes the money out.
Yes.
So that does not need standard 5 to realize that.
Yes.
You are working here, instead of the money circulating, they are taking it away. So which jobs are they creating?
None.
What is embarrassing is even the people who are known to be educated, they're making noise. South Africans, these people are creating jobs for them. You go to Point Road, you know how much people are earning a day? 100 rand.
Ish.
From 9 XN until 10 MSO.
That's hard.
100 rand. I know that.
Hard.
That's what they are paying people. And then someone making noise, sitting comfortable there because it's known around the world, speaking English, to say these people here, they are creating a job. What job?
What jobs?
What jobs? 100 rand a day, is that a job?
Ish.
Even a person who's doing a garden does not earn that money. It's from 250 to 300. But those people are exploiting our own people. But you find the people who are at a higher level talking down on us. It's okay because we are soft. We are useless. That's what they are showing us. That we must allow people to be here without any documents. But if you say in your country, how many South Africans are there without documents? They'll tell you about someone who works for MTN. That person is documented. And is coming there to manage or to transfer skills. Understandable.
Understandable.
In football, we had great players. When you look at him playing, you can say, this is quality. But now it's free for all.
Yeah.
A useless player will play for the country. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
So, in closing, the only problem we have is a government. We don't have a government. Those people who are in there, they are not leaders. They go with the flow. People nowadays, they listen to you because you are possessing a certain qualification.
Yes.
Not because what you're saying makes sense.
Makes sense.
They listen to you with an aim to respond. Not to listen, digest, and then come back. No.
Yeah, no.
Because even this recent thing where umongameli wabizabo it has become a topic. They are taking away attention.
Yeah.
As if now between Obongizo, no Zuma, there's a problem. Which is not true. Because these are three different entities.
I actually wanted to go there, but for now, Mbugele Khaya, I just want you to let me know what you think about this topic. What is your opinion? What do you think is oppressing South Africa so much? So, going back to this conversation about the president meeting Ungizwe Mkhono no Phakela Mthakathi, in the absence of Ujacinta, what do you think is happening there?
It's difficult to say, but one, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
Because these are two entities.
Yes.
Right? But the last hour, the president, we don't know what he said to them.
Yes.
And they know.
Yes.
And we know our president is very good with dishing out monies. That's how he ended up being a president. So one can say, well, he was Batenamanda, whatever the case is. It's fair enough. If Nabaya Tenegamanda, let it be. But they play their part. And the president knew what
yeah.
Jessica knows what she's doing. With this other one, like in Caesars, so when they go to the table now to negotiate in their absence, it's different. Yes. Because when you start changing the tone, it becomes a problem.
Would you say that the government in this situation, with how the government is reacting towards even the deadline, 30 June, they're not doing anything still. Do you think they're trying to destabilize the March and March? by meeting secretly, well, not secretly, but meeting separately without the leader of the March and March?
The government is confused because remember, they've put so much money into this.
Yes.
If they were not confused, they should have started engaging with them early. When they hear this, to say, okay, guys, putting us in confidence, how are we going to do it and all that. Not wait until the last, which means they don't take it serious, but they are the ones who are spending money. You must remember, our government does not have money. Matter of fact, it's our taxpayer that they are using. One day, so much money spent.
Yeah.
One day, we don't have enough police, but when there's something, you see all of the police coming
in one place.
Yeah, so that is the biggest problem, to say the government does not respect its own people. They don't take them serious. Until they see there's a problem, only they're jumping. Last hour, it was too late. It was too late.
Yeah, there was a lot of fire on Twitter. Some of the comments I'm going to attach on the screen so that you'll be able to see what the conversation has been about. People are very worried about what the meeting signals, about who gets access and who has influence, and about who's being held accountable for all of this. So on Siyavusana, we're trying to uncover such. We would like to know your opinion about the matter. Mbukeli we Siyavusana podcast and chill. Sisaya Ekwefini. You can grab your water, your snack, and we will be back shortly. Welcome back, Mbukeli. I hope you're comfy because we're about to dig deeper into this topic. In the spirit of March and March, I would like to acknowledge Jacinta Umangobese for her role in this march. And also, I just wanted to find out from you, Babu Mhlongo, now that isimo sikanje in South Africa, we've seen a meeting that are not explained as yet. What do you think must happen going forward?
No, we must continue. We must continue with it, regardless what outcome a meeting here, because Siyavusana asivusi ama leaders.
Yes.
Sivusa the masses. We must hide no truth to the masses. Tell it as is. The masses must make up their mind. They say they are now being bought, or whatever the case is. But they are only relevant or powerful now because they've got the masses behind them.
Yes.
So if they move a different direction, the masses must ignore them.
Yes.
Continue with what they feel is happening to them.
It's true. Yes.
Because you become powerful because of the people behind you. So whenever they change a tune, you as the masses do not. The struggle must continue. And remember, this struggle is continuing, but it's not our struggle. It is the absence of the government, which makes sense now to say, which means the government must be changed because it's not protecting its own people. Instead, it's looking on them, looking down on them, saying negative things about them, like they're trying to coming up, you're trying to buy or take them away from the picture. That's it. Government has failed to do the job. The citizens are doing the job for the government. So if anything changes, people must continue supporting, because ibhinqa nation kamkhulu izinsizwa zikaphakathi umthakathi bezisupporta uJessica. So uJessica is still there. So insizwa if usethi omunye kule two leaders usekhuluma China, but they must continue khuluma isiZulu.
Yes.
Ilanguage I understand that. And then the moment those ones fell out, which means that they have no value to the president. So we must not be used by leaders so that we flow with them. We cannot do that. This was sivusa when as individual. How do you feel? If bekubhlungu ukuthi awuthola umsebenzi because ubani oshilo kusho uphakela umthakathi. Mengasathi uphakela umthakathi lokho, your situation hasn't changed. So continue wena umiyeke umuntu ayidlela indlela yakhe, because truly speaking, I trust them.
Yes.
That president, there's no way Mobizo president ungayi.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful.
True.
Yeah. But to say what happened, there's so many people talking especially educated people, not learned people, educated, they try to put everything in place, even to rubbish them like they're not educated and stuff. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
The stomach does not know education.
Yes, it
the
doesn't.
good life does not know education.
It doesn't.
So you, as a person who was following continue with the step because it was affecting you.
Yes.
You were not told by them, this is affecting you.
Vogue.
They just said to you,
Yes.
how about you? We're going to alarm, but then
Ngiyalamba.
so now they cannot say to you, now unless they're coming back with savings. Then one can say the struggle will stop.
That's precious.
But let's continue
Yes.
with it because those guys are powerful because of you.
Yes.
In the absence of you, they have no value.
Okay. So last one, Baba Mhlanga, I just want you to dream big with me for a second. 2 years from now, where do you see Siyavusana Podcast and Chill? Do you see maybe a bigger studio, a TV deal, or a partnership, or something else?
2 years from now, I'll be grateful and happy if people have engaged and try and practice what we're trying to share with them. The deals will come in, but unfortunately, those who got deals,
Yeah.
So if you're coming in with awakening people, sometimes it becomes a challenge.
Yeah.
Because we're saying to individual, come up with how you feel. What do you think? Not what someone else thinks. At the same time, even those who've got money or who got power, it's nice to manage people who have information than hiding information from your people.
Yes.
Because when it comes back, it backfires.
Love that.
That's why I see people burning streets, because you're hiding information. That's why our government is dishing out free water to people, building them houses, but they want them to depend on them. It is dangerous.
Yes.
The people must be aware of what is happening and must be given a chance to go work and pay
True.
for the services.
Yes.
So it is, in 2 years' time, really, I would love to see people being empowered, able to wake up in the morning, go and work, and then be assisted. If you're
Yes.
working, the bank gives you a loan to buy a house, that's good. Other than this thing of being fed, kuthiwe mandosi,
Being
zala
given.
abantwana 350, ubaba omdala ekhaya niku 350, ingane encane niku 600. It's an insult. All what is happening
It's like orchestrating poverty.
Yes, I'm a father of a child. You're giving me 350. The child, therefore, I take care of. We need more money than me. It's a confusion. So I would love to see in 2 years' time where people now are aware. They're asking relevant questions. Even those in power say, we are leading people who have knowledge,
Yes.
other than people who are just brainwashed.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Yes.
And then those who want to come in and support us, they're welcome to do so. Because once people are empowered with
Yes.
knowledge, it becomes easier.
Yes.
You won't find people trying to do things that they're not supposed to do because they don't have knowledge.
Yeah.
Like right now, with this march and march, some people don't even know what's happening. They just enjoy going up and down, breaking. Those who are breaking into shops,
Yes.
they don't have an idea because it's not affecting them. They're still staying on the street, whether there's a foreigner or not. In fact, they are benefiting because when they steal your phone, they go to them
Yes.
to sell it. So they fix it up and sell it. So for them, is painful. Now they are losing business.
Yeah.
So because they don't know what is happening.
Yeah.
So once people open their eyes, after
Yes.
that will make me very happy.
I love
Both
that.
young and old.
Love.
Yeah,
Love
because
that.
the old ones sometimes they're too loyal.
Yeah.
You must never be loyal to another person.
They say you cannot teach an old dog new tricks.
But that is in English. No, we don't have that.
Yes.
Umuntu ufunda kukhule.
Yes.
That's what we know.
Yes.
Because someone
That is
can,
what we embrace.
yeah, someone can go now to university at age 40. Africa pass. It's an
Yes.
old dog.
Yes.
But you're teaching a new trick.
New tricks. That's the beauty of being black.
You are able to learn new things.
Yes.
But you must be told, why are you learning this? Other than, because our challenge as Africans, we are not documenting things.
Yes.
So as things are happening, we are observing.
Yeah.
That's what makes us great.
We are reacting.
Yeah, your father is practicing this, and then you're looking at him how he does it. Just to add a little bit more, let's say makwenza umsebenzi ekhaya hlatshwa inkomo.
Yes.
Kunamaphatha athile enyama that are cut in a certain way and are preserved for certain individuals. You go to the butcher, They will tell you, these are prime cards, these are this. They learn these things from us, but we gave it away.
Yeah.
If I tell my child, I don't cut it like this, my dad. But see, it's got a Western mind. But when you go to the butcher, you say, I want a T-bone.
Yeah.
So getting it is cut differently. So that is how we Africans are able to learn things.
I love that. I really, really love that. So in the spirit of sharing ideas and sivusane, what is it that your podcast needs, and what doors people should be opening for you to get there?
I think if people look at what we're doing, like, subscribe, perhaps it will help us. Because whatever we're doing now, we need to keep this going.
Yes.
Right? It won't come from the powerful people. It will come from an ordinary person.
Yes.
So that we are making noise.
Yes.
We speak of the march and march. All those people are not known, but they came together, and then the government realized they are there. So for support, we need people to subscribe, follow us, engage, ask questions. Those who've got ideas, they can come in.
Share them.
So we can give it to them, a platform to say, this is how I see things. Because on Siavusana is different. Whatever that we're putting together, if it doesn't make sense to us, we won't be able to aid. But if you're coming with something that is building the nation, then you are welcome to do so. We will do it for you. If you know what we're talking about, we'll engage prior to recording. We're happy. Let's move together.
Baba Mhlongo, thank you so much for pulling up and being honest with us, and also sharing your opinion. To the family watching, if this conversation moved you, comment below and tell us what is it that you agree with, what is it that you disagree with, and what is it that you think. Mina ke ngumina Tlexele, and I'm your host for today. And finally, as I close, I wanted to share with you that you can never change Africa if you fail to change South Africa. And you can never change South Africa if you fail to change its provinces. You can never change its provinces if you fail to change the city that you come from. And you can never change any of those things if you fail to change yourself as an individual.
That's great stuff.
And that's why at Siavusana, we ensure that we wake up South Africans. Until next time, we talk, we listen, and Siavusana. Baba Mhlongo, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.